everybody, we're getting it set up for people watching in the post. We're live. I'm waiting for Beth to join me. Let's see here. Just emailed to Beth. Got a link. And I'm going to share this link on Facebook, on YouTube. Let's see, to our Patreon. Hope we have a lot of people watching live. That'll be fun. Watch live Facebook Tipsy Pantsuit Politics. There's Beth.
Hi.
Live. Woo woo.
Are we live? Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna post this on Patreon. And hold on, let me make sure I'm gonna yell at my husband, everybody, be cool. Nicholas, I'm gonna text you the YouTube link. Make sure it's working, okay?
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, you know what? Let me make sure.
It's so weird it never came through my email.
Okay, I'm listening. Ah, I'm podcasting. You gotta go.
You want me to try this YouTube link?
Yeah. Or have Chad try it. It's gonna be so much fun for people to watch.
Yep, there we are. Ooh, that's very weird.
I'm podcasting.
Hey, we're ready. We're live. Okay. Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug in my headphones. You there?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Ah, okay, sorry.
Okay.
Cheers! So, here's the thing. I curse a lot when I drink. That's the most important thing right now.
Beth does not drink nearly enough.
I'm working on
Beth!
it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Faster, Beth! Are you drinking? What are you drinking? Let's start with that.
I don't want any judgment from you about soda tonight. I just want to say I'm drinking Captain and Coke.
Well, no, my judgment, I reserve my judgment for soda. Beth checked it, it's working. I reserve my text. I'm struggling. I reserve my judgment for people who mix soda with bourbon.
Okay. Well, I'm not.
It is sweet enough by itself. It doesn't need you diluting it with Coke. It's gross. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Mwah. I'm drinking Angel's Envy tonight. Can I help you?
You are so. You're not even drinking half in. This is a lightweight.
Look how pretty my glass is. These are my favorite glasses.
That's cute. That's really cute.
As long as I got a job, you got a job. As long as I got a job, you got a job.
Beth, did we ever get drunk in college together? I didn't drink in college, did you?
No, I didn't drink until law school.
I did not drink until I was 21. My parents did not drink growing up. So I was never around drinkers. They were always like the first on the dance floor at the weddings, the last off. They never drank. So I didn't grow up drinking or seeing people drink. And then I met Nicholas.
I would say that Chad is part of my drinking as well. My drinking story.
Do you want to talk about bar golf?
Do you want to tell the story, Chad? You can tell the story. I had to get more lipstick. Sarah's lipstick looks so much better than
it looks nice, doesn't it?
It looks really good. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
So tonight, we have not a fifth, but a 1.75 of make Captain Morgan for Beth. Oh, hold on.
Oh my goodness, we have 9 viewers. I want to know who's here. Can they chat us? Viewers, can you chat us? What's that? A little water. I don't want any water. Water's for punks. I need more bourbon.
You gotta hydrate. We're getting fancy. We gotta put the cancer.
Hey, beautiful Patreons, can you chat? Can you get on the group chat? I guess no, because no one's answering. Okay, hold on. I want them to be able to group chat us. Chat. To list all available. I'm too drunk to do tech support, people. I don't know how to make the chat work, Chad.
Control room?
Okay, let me try that.
Moderated video call.
Control room. No. It's the chat's right there. See, hi. There's my chat. Maybe it's just the people. Nicholas, there's a baby in here. You're not invited, baby. You can say hi. You're cute. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Now go away. Love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, bye, Felix.
Say hi. Hi. Hey, go get your dessert. Go get your cookie. Go get cookie. Go get your cookie. Daddy's got them. We have 15 viewers, but I want people to be able to chat us, Beth, and I don't know how to make that work.
I don't know either.
I think it might just be us. Oh well. Hey, you guys, if you want to say something during the live broadcast, do it on the Patreon where we just do the post. Let's do it that way. That worked.
Trish is asking if we can do a split screen. I do not know the answer to that question.
I don't think so. I don't love the way Google Hangout works, and I don't think we can do a split screen. I don't think that's a thing. Okay, so did your parents drink growing up, Beth?
No, they still do not. It's Southern Baptist, teetotaler. My mom still says that my wedding was lovely. She just wishes I hadn't had a bar.
So my parents did not drink when we got married, and we had to pay for the bar. And we had these things called trolley coolers that were bourbon and pineapple and something else, and people we were the soberest people at our wedding. But now my mom drinks. My stepdad still does not drink. I drink. Cheers. So what are some of the questions we want to answer? I really like the one about hot politicians. Chad, you can leave for this part if you want.
Oh, hang on. Allie has a question.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do my best to watch Twitter, y'all. I can't make a lot of promises. I tried to type in the chat, but it says we have to create a channel to join the chat. Sarah, do you know anything about a channel?
I don't know anything about a channel, and I'm too drunk to figure it out. Sorry, guys. Just post it on the Patreon page.
Or you can do Twitter.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Keep Twitter up too. Does that work for everybody? Is Twitter
Can
okay?
we chat with you? Is this on? Okay. Is it working? Just chat. I'll do Patreon. You do Twitter.
Perfect. Hi, everyone.
Will that link work? You sent me the YouTube link.
Yeah, the YouTube should be working. Is it Max? Max said, can we chat with you? I think, but we have people watching. It's working because it's unlisted.
Okay.
So the only people that can watch it are the people with the link. Okay. I really want to talk about the hot politicians. I've been thinking about this.
Well, let's do that.
Okay. So I think there's a thing. I think we have to talk about physical looks, charisma, and also the fact that, do you find power sexy?
Why don't you start?
I do find power sexy. So I think that there's that component. Like there's some, like when I worked in the Senate, there were some senators who you were like, you wouldn't look at twice on the street, but they were so charismatic and they yielded their power in such a way that it was, I'm good. I need more bourbon. Don't just nod like you're not going to bring me some.
Sarah, live question. Does that mean you might go for a little Trey Gowdy?
Ew, no.
Oh, that's a good one.
No. But okay, when I met Bill Clinton for the very first time, not to go straight to Bill Clinton, but he does have that, what everybody says he has, where he looks at you and you're the only person in the room. That is a thing. That is real. He does that. It's not sexual, but it's just like, you know, it's that connection. Like if he wants to pay attention to you, you feel like the sun is shining on you. And I think that's a very like real thing. I'm trying to, what'd you say?
A good trait, just in general.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think who I thought, you know, I always thought Bob Corker was sort of attractive. I mean, he's a little short, but as I've mentioned previously, he always shared the elevator with us. He was always great, and he has that great accent.
He has a great accent, and he's like less like he's like a more attractively packaged Lindsey Graham, right? Like he has that gonna tell the truth.
He's a very handsome face.
Not in kooky uncle way. Just I'm telling the truth.
And I will say that I did not, like back in the day when he was a senator, even through the first term, I did not find Barack Obama sexy. But now that he's like fully realized ex-president, skipping as he plays golf, surfboarding, and also it's totally sexy the way he dotes on her. Like that's for sure. The way he's like
beautiful couple.
He just loves her. I always say he reminds me of the seagulls in Finding Dory, where they're like, mine, 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 mine. That's what he reminds me of, how he is with Michelle. He loves that woman.
So I was trying to think about this all day. It's like a short list for me. I mean, I agree with Bob Corker. I think Ben Sass a little bit. I think he's really funny.
I think he's cute. He's cute. He's cute. And he's got a thing. I'm digging what he's doing right now. It's fine.
I think he's funny. You know, especially among the Republican ranks, like this is a tough one. I will say, but there can be no judgment about this. I think James Comey is pretty attractive. I think it's the height.
Well, yeah, 6'8". There's nothing not sexy about 6'8". I'm just gonna be real honest. He's really tall, but that's almost like
my husband is staring at me uncomfortably.
No.
That's reaching the borderline of like, that's uncomfortable tall. I mean, 6'4".
Little turtle.
6'4", but like 6'8". That's really tall. That's like the logistics of that are hard to work out in my brain. I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay, should we move on to another question?
I like this question. Okay, what about? But wait, because I think sexy plays a part in this too. What about fictional presidents?
Fictional presidents that are attractive, or are we doing the question about ranking them?
Both at the same time.
Okay. Well, I think Harrison Ford on Air Force One was a very attractive.
Yes, I find Harrison Ford to be slightly dickish, but it is a sexy dickish. So I'm down for it. That is a
thing for sure.
Yeah. I don't find Martin Sheen attractive. Too short.
Dennis Haysbert from 24.
Never watched 24. Not a single episode.
You've missed out. Here's my favorite thing about 24. The phones on that show make the greatest noise. They're like, do 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 do.
Okay. Then there's the one I always talk about, which is it Dave? Kevin Kline?
Oh, yeah, I've never seen that. But I feel like I've seen it.
You need to see it. It's so good. It's I think it's Alan. What's his name? West Wing.
Alan from the West Wing.
Who wrote the West Wing?
Oh, Aaron Sorkin, who wrote it?
Aaron Allen, same difference. I think Aaron Sorkin did. No, he did. What's the one with? He's sexy as president with the woman with the short hair. My brain doesn't work when I've had bourbon. Okay, she's married to Warren Beatty. Annette Bening.
But yeah.
What's that movie? Is it American President?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Okay, it's not Kurt. No. Who is it? Who's the president in that one? He's married to Catherine. Black hair.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Thank you.
Who's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, Chad?
In real life?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. He's super sexy as president in that movie, and he's a very good president in that movie. What about Okay.
Yeah, the Independence Day president. That's a good one.
Which one?
The Independence Day president.
Oh, he just died, didn't he?
Did he just die?
It's the other.
Yes, he just died. Bill Pullman, he just died. He had a heart arrhythmia. Yes, he just died.
Is it Paxton or Pullman? See, like, I have a problem there.
Paxton.
I don't
No.
think the Independence Day guy died. Chad is checking.
Chad, he's the one in the Sister Wives show that I freaking loved.
From.
I get the Pullman and Paxton confused.
Anyway,
Okay.
the one with the aliens, very attractive.
He's sexy. Okay, and also, I lost it. Okay, we were talking about American president. Oh, okay. In The Contender, the dude plays the president, and he's a pretty good president in that one, too.
I haven't seen The Contender.
Oh, it's so good. You should watch it. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She does this whole Church of Democracy speech. It's baller.
I mean, as far as, like, being a good president, I think that the West Wing clearly takes that.
Obviously. It's more fleshed out. It's more fleshed out.
But Tom Kirkman in Designated Survivor, I would put in both of these categories as well. Good president.
Okay. And sexy.
I am very much about Kiefer Sutherland with the glasses.
I like Kiefer Sutherland. He's grown on me. I think he's gotten more attractive
You gotta watch
as he ages.
Agreed.
My husband is trying to make me drink water, and I think that is rude.
He was so unattractive in A Few Good Men that the turnaround is remarkable.
Oh, man, I haven't seen A Few Good Men in a long time.
Remember he's the really dickish one. I don't remember his name. Hendrick? Was that right?
You can't handle the truth.
He didn't say that, though.
Oh, Kevin Spacey, Max, no. 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 I don't watch that show because let me tell you something. Ain't nobody getting killed over an education bill. Nobody. Nobody. I work there.
Watch that either.
Nobody's getting killed over an education bill.
When they killed the reporter, I was done with House.
Yeah. That's true.
Also, I don't think you can ever think Kevin Spacey is attractive if you've seen American Beauty.
Oh yeah. I've never thought Kevin Spacey was attractive, ever, not once.
Okay, what other questions do we have?
Okay, what would you say to Trump if you got to sit down and have dinner with him? Oh, yeah. Stop, please. 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 Also, I had a thought today about Jared Kushner in this new news. If he pardons him, I'm going to burn it to the fucking ground. I'm not going to be able to handle it. I'm not going to be able to handle it. If there are any pardons passed out,
Sarah, brace yourself for some pardons to be passed out.
Oh my God, I'm going to kill somebody if there are some pardons.
I think there are going to be some pardons.
Oh, I can't even.
Michael Flynn, he's going to be pardoned. That's a
I don't even care about Michael Flynn, honestly. I want Jared Kushner to go to jail.
He's not going to go to jail.
God. Oh, it makes me so mad.
He's
the
not.
privilege. Oh.
Here's the thing about Jared Kushner. I read this. Have you read the little quote that's going around about him from the person who used to work with him who's like, not particularly bright, not really talented, just really good at taking care of himself.
Just rich and privileged and good at exploiting that. That makes me so mad I can't see straight.
But I will tell you, I sound like Donald Trump. This I will tell you.
Thumbs up.
This I can tell you. I do not for 1 second think any of this is Jared Kushner being naive, and that going around is driving me crazy. Like, these people don't know what they're doing. True. That is very different from naive.
No, okay. So they don't know how to govern. They don't understand public service. But they most certainly understand how to exploit a system to make the most money, which is absolutely what they're doing here.
Also, I am not a foreign policy expert. I understand that I don't need to propose a tin can walkie-talkie to Vladimir Putin and his team right now. You do not have to be a genius to know this.
Oh, what a dum-dum.
So sit down with Donald Trump, and I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but I think I would just say, like, please let me come help you fix all of this, because our country has to be in a better place than this. And I don't
Beth.
tend to think that I could solve it, but I would raise my hand and say, like, let's try.
No. Beth, when people show you who they are, believe them. He would not accept any help.
I do believe them. And also, I don't know what else, you know, if you have that audience, like, what else could you say if you really care about the disaster that's happening right now?
I hate him so much. I'm sorry. That's not the point. Okay. Has there been any redeeming or positive thing, however small, Trump has accomplished? He says, for me, a redeeming action was his cabinet pick of Sonny Perdue for ag.
Yeah. I mean,
I like Nikki Haley in the UN. I guess that's fine.
also, though, I do think that small business owners, and small being very broadly defined, feel a little bit of relief of pressure. And I know that, like, the Obama administration sort of crackdown, which I'm most familiar with in the employment context, was well intended, but often led to bizarre and unproductive results, right? That made you not want to hire anybody, not want to fire anybody, because it just felt like, shit, I'm going to be in court all the time if I breathe. And I think that people in other industries felt that in other contexts. And so I've heard from people who are in industries where they feel really good that trade policy is going to be more rigorously enforced, and that other regulations are going to be coming back a little bit. So I do think that from a business perspective, there's been some healthy activity. And there's a balance of those things, right? I mean, we can go way too far. For example, this business about Paris, like saying, hey, we're going to back out of that global accord. I think that is a bad idea. And Bren says on Twitter that Axios, they're doing good work over there.
Yeah, who is that?
That's Mike Allen, who used to be at Politico.
Damn, it's like all of a sudden I'm seeing their links everywhere.
Vanderhei, the two guys that were at Politico had like a unfortunate separation, a conscious uncoupling.
Conscious uncoupling.
But they're at Axios now. So they're saying that he is going to pull out of the climate accord, which I think is...
Oh, no. Is it right now?
Stupid.
My husband's passing me a note. How long does it go for? I thought it was June.
Mom, look.
Good, I'm glad. Sorry, my family's interrupting me. Okay. So, attractive politicians. Oh, yes, unabashed freewheeling feminism discussion. Okay, I want to start that. All these assholes concerned about the woman-only screening of Wonder Woman? Shut up.
What is that? Yeah.
Sit down. Go home.
Although, our friend Matt Marr should absolutely be allowed to go to that screening because he is...
Yeah, I love Wonder Woman. This movie took too damn long to make, first and foremost. And second of all, why do you fucking care? Like, are you going to miss out so much because you can't go to the woman-only screening of Wonder Woman? It's so annoying, and it's fun to see things with all women. I went to only all-women screenings of Magic Mike both times, and it was a freaking blast. Ugh.
People care because they think that if you're just asking for equality, then what you mean is for everything to be equal. And they're confused about the fact that when it's been like not equal forever, it has to come this way before it can come back here, right?
Okay, we need a public service announcement. Everyone stop doing that. But if men did this, it wouldn't be okay. But if white people did this, it wouldn't be okay. Stop that. Just stop it.
Doesn't do any good.
It's not applicable. You have the power. So switching it and assuming it's the same is not applicable because you have the power. Did you read the Hillary Clinton profile?
I did.
Oh, so good. when she was like, does it concern you that people still are you surprised people still have to look up misogyny? And she's like, no, I'm not.
No.
Also, I did not know that George Bush said that the inauguration was some weird shit. That's
How'd you know
amazing.
that was amazing.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. That was
he is growing on me. Oh, he's growing on me.
Well, we always like people better after they're not in public service anymore.
So true. Well, and that's what they said about her, right? When she was like serving Barack Obama, everybody's like, sweet, you're great. I think the part, traced her forever and always. Love her. But I think she's right. I think that there is a lot, like we were not ready to fully internalize how pissed off people were going to be that a woman was running for president. We just weren't.
So my free-willing feminism is that I think I texted you the day that this happened, like had this experience of being with someone who was in a position of power and is from another culture. Okay. So and I don't want to give a whole lot of details, but anyway, I had this lengthy conversation that was extremely polite. And I realized as I was sitting there that I was experiencing the most polite sexism imaginable. And I like tried to hang with the conversation because you know me. This is what I do. Mm-mm. But when I walked out, I was like, did I just experience sort of a good like breakthrough where like I heard something and now I understand it, and maybe this person heard some things and he understands them, but the rest of me was just like, fuck everything, like this is never gonna get any better, and I don't know what to do about that other than keep trying to have those conversations. But honestly, I'm kind of worn out, because I think the thing it's like what we talked about when we try to talk about the politics of resentment. There is just this, I always want to say to people, no, we just want a bigger table. But at some point, like, no, you have to scoot.
I'm done. You got to leave the table. I don't want you at the table anymore. That's how I feel. I think that, I think we have to keep having the conversations, but I think we need to be a little more forceful in the conversations. I think the conversation needs to happen, but it also needs to be like, you know what? That's sexist. You have to stop, and that's bullshit. But listen, this is the truest thing I've ever, ever, ever heard about this. Bell Hooks once said about sexism and racism, she said, it's very easy to think differently about the people who live across town. It's very hard to think differently about the person across your kitchen table. Sexism is just it's in there. It's deep in it.
Maybe.
Sitch.
Maybe what we need is something like, how people are going to all the town halls with the cards right now that are like, no, disagree, whatever. Maybe we just need a card.
Yes, I want a card.
Just put it up, be like, try again. That was very sexist. I know you didn't mean it. Start over. It's just like
people just
unintentional
aspects. So it's like it's in our pores. It's like in every pore of our being to think this way. Every message we get, and it's just so hard to just pull it apart and take it apart and pull it out and say, that's sexist. You're being sexist. Do you know how many people hug me? Stop hugging me. Please don't hug me anymore.
You should have a card for that too.
Don't hug me. Just because I'm a female in public service, don't hug me. Shake my hand just like you would a man. You don't hug the female commissioners. Don't hug me. Please don't hug me.
Don't touch me. Don't ask me if I'm coming back to work.
No.
These are things.
Don't talk about my children and how many children I have and if I'm going to have more children, because none of your goddamn business. Don't do that either.
I don't want to be asked how I do it all.
No, I don't want to be asked that either. And don't feel sorry for me and make it out like I had, like I'm just some Sisyphus pushing the whatever up the hill. That's annoying too. And take me seriously the first time. You know what really pisses me off? This is the most infuriating. Is how like you get a little bit into the conversation and there's like oh, you really do know what you're talking about. That's the most infuriating.
Well, no, it's exactly like what we talked about whenever we last did this with our accents. Like you always detect this actually, like that was really insightful, actually, from you. Amazing. I can't believe that you did this, you know? And I feel that way both about gender and youth.
Yes.
Right? Oh, because you don't have gray hair yet. It's amazing that you managed to like get out of bed and come to be part of society every day.
Yep. Well, and here's the other thing. That's why that have you watched The Crown?
Yes, some of it. Not a lot.
Oh, it's so good.
Did we get 3 episodes or something?
Oh, it's so good. And she has that scene where she's like, please respond with the respect my position deserves and not like basically the way you want to respond based on the fact that I'm young and I'm a woman. She just gets him. She gets right in there and gets him.
Though we should have a card for that too. Please respond.
Yes. With the respect my position requires, not the, what is it? Not the, oh, I wish I could remember it. She says, and it's so good. And she just, oh, Claire, I think her name's Claire Hoy. I don't know if she's so good. But you know what? There's sexist in that show too, because you know what they said the second season? Oh, we really want to pay attention to the Prince Philip storyline. What? No, I don't want, it's called The Crown. Prince Philip doesn't wear the fucking crown. I don't want to know about Prince Philip. I don't care. I want to know about her. The show's called The Crown. We really need more poor white guys standing on the sideline stories. I don't need more of that. I want her. More of The Crown. So annoying.
Aria.
Again, like, this is the thing about Jared and Ivanka that drives me crazy. I don't like that either of them are there. But if they're going to be there, she is the one who ought to be the senior whatever, right?
No, because she is like the worst.
No, but listen, they're all the worst. So that's a given. We just start with they're the worst.
No, I mean the worst feminist-wise. She's what Dr. Doogie used to call a ladder pusher. You climb the ladder and then you push it so nobody else can climb it.
No argument for me on this. But of the two of them, she is clearly smarter than he is.
Oh, yeah.
He clearly influences her father more than he does. And so the fact that she has some nonsense title and he's a senior something bugs me.
Everything about them bugs me. Her stupid. Should we read her book? I keep meaning to ask you that.
No.
No.
We should not. And I want to mention to everyone that I was in a Zappos outlet yesterday where all the shoes get returned and then sold like way cheaper. There was a disproportionate number of Ivanka shoes.
Really, I don't want her to go to jail. I just want her brand to be completely destroyed because I think that would be worse for jail from her. And I don't want to destroy kids' lives. They didn't do anything wrong. Like her brand just being decimated. That's what I want.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Good.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate death to them.
I'm trying to think of other feminist things. I mean, I don't want to be asked about, like, do I miss my children ever? Like, anything that is in the vein of mom guilt, I do not appreciate. Here's what I'm really sick of. Can I just tell you? I'm really, really sick of going to well-intended events that are telling women how to survive in a man's world.
Oh,
at lots of those events, I have moderated.
I hate
like, and I always stand there, like, trying to make the most of it. And something good always comes from it. You meet amazing people. So, like, no disrespect to any of the wonderful organizations that facilitate those events. But here's what I want to do. I want to speak at an event that is for a room full of men on how to not be jerks to women.
Yes.
That's all I want.
No, you know what? I don't even want to do that. I want them to have to sit through how to be empowered and how to stick up for yourself and how to ask for a raise. Let's make them sit through all that bullshit. Like, I don't want to hear that stuff. Look, okay. In fairness, I love Oprah. Go with me here. Like, I love her. And I know Oprah almost created and most certainly perpetuated in a lot of ways the idea that like it's an individual situation. And it is. Sort of. But I don't want to go and pretend like I am the beginning and the end of every problem in my life that might have to do with sexism. That pisses me off. Like, it's not, my internal dialogue is not why there is sexism in the world. That's all I'm saying. That bugs me. The whole, like, it's all on you. No, it's not all on me. Go talk to the men. Go talk to them. It's on them.
I'm sure the way you just said was amazing, but I did not hear any of it because my husband started streaming something right next to me, and so he sounded like this. Blup, blup, blup.
I said I don't want them to make sexism to sound like it's my individual like mindset. It's not my individual mindset. It's people making decisions that I don't have control over. Oh no, I have something to go off on that doesn't have anything to do with feminism. Are you ready to move on?
Sure.
We can go back.
Excellent segue.
Last night, I texted my dad, and I have hesitated so many times with all this Russia shit. I have not texted him. I have not been like, how's your boy? I haven't done it. I didn't do it. But last night, I was like, look, don't you think this is crazy that he was trying to set up a back channel? And he said, did you bring me a no, you brought me a cookie, but no bourbon. I said I wanted a cookie and bourbon. And he only brought me the cookie.
I'll bring you one.
Cookie's a really good idea.
Okay, so he said, well, I think he just got ahead of himself during the transition. No. First of all, that's not it. And then he said,
He got ahead of himself in the transition.
that's what my dad's excuse was.
Can I just pause and ask a question? Does your dad understand that, like, lots and lots of jobs still unfilled? Not like he went on a hiring blitz to fill all, hundreds of jobs. No, he just brought in like 10 of his buddies.
And then my dad said, why do you only post left-leaning stuff? Because it was the Post. And I said, I don't. I post the Weekly Standard. I'll post the and read the National Review. Don't start with me. Just because I don't post Breitbart. Did you see that bullshit where they were like, when Michelle Obama met the Pope, she wore a $2,300 dress. Melania wore a $51,000 coat. That would pay off my student loans. Are you kidding me with that shit?
I don't like to ever talk about women's fashion choices in this context, but I do have to say,
$51,000!
that shit was ugly.
And it wasn't even cute! Oh, okay. So then he says that. Then he says, well, sort of related, what about those college kids walking out of Pence's commencement address? And I said, I am not going to talk about college students. They literally have no effect on my life. They make no decisions that affect my health care, our national security, or anything else. Why do we keep talking about them?
Here's what I have to say about that.
Oh my God.
I would counsel my child to listen to anyone, right? I would not counsel my child to walk out. But also, I am so done with everyone having to find equal amounts of outrage. Can we just...
I cannot talk about the college students anymore. That is not worthy of your outrage. It doesn't affect you. It has zero effect on you. They make no decisions that affect your life.
Also, they're not... If you're gonna bring up like but you did this thing, and people accuse me of doing that too, so, okay. But like, have it be related. There should be an outrage nexus, right? Like, Russia, college students, these things do not go together.
And I told him, I said, if Huma Abedin had rolled into the White House, and before she rolled into the White House, tried to set up some secret channel to Saudi Arabia, you would have burned it to the ground. Don't act like you wouldn't have.
I'm sure somebody somewhere believes that this Jared Kushner story is fake news perpetrated by, is that the right word? Valerie Jarrett, right? Somebody somewhere believes that Valerie Jarrett did all of this.
What's that? Oh, I thought it was in June. We missed a friend's birthday party tonight. We feel really bad.
I'm sorry about that.
On
I
the
feel like
plus side, Nicholas refilled my bourbon. Can I have another cookie?
okay. Do we have other?
I don't know if we do. Hold on. Anybody on Twitter?
Bren says this is the best thing he's ever. I'm really happy.
Bren, I love you. He said that Axios has just put out a scoop that Trump is pulling out of the Paris Climate Accord. God damn it.
A few minutes ago. Yeah. No,
It makes me so mad.
here's the thing to say about that. Why do you balk at something where the whole world agrees on something and it doesn't even matter that much? Like, and also it's job creating. This is what kills me. Like, renewable energy is this whole sea of new technologies and new manufacturing.
Yeah, didn't somebody just say that solar panels are creating more jobs than coal right now?
I don't know, but that sounds.
That's a thing.
It's safer jobs, right? Where people aren't getting cancer.
As just
So true.
We own Tesla stocks.
Oh, Chad says I should mention that we have Tesla stock.
My friend has a Tesla. I didn't know that shit was self-driving.
We pre-ordered some Tesla that's going to be out, I don't know, 6 years from now.
Oh my God. Okay. What else should we talk about while we're uninhibited that we don't ever go full in on the show?
I'm always uninhibited about everything, so it's really hard for me to answer that question.
Should we talk about those bitches on the other podcast?
We can do that.
So y'all, I'm not gonna tell you the name of
the show. That is our free willing feminism discussion, because I've never in my life seen such entitlement.
They're the bitches.
So these bitches started a podcast like 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes.
No, they have like what, 15 episodes or something?
Also, doesn't alliteration is not just that you have the same letter. It's that you actually sound the same. Am I wrong about that?
You're not. But listen, we all have to swear. Raise your right hand wherever you are. You will never listen to the bipartisan bros. So that's who we're going to talk about right now.
So those bitches started a podcast, and then here's what they did. They insulted us. They called us out. They put our show title in their episode subject.
They said that we time traveled to steal their concept.
Blah, blah, blah. They talk. They insult us. They say we're boring. Blah, blah, blah. Then they're like, hit us up, girls. No.
If you're one of the Pantsuit politics ladies, we'd love to chat with you.
I don't want to talk to you. No. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I was so annoyed.
Oh. So dumb.
Here are these two guys, which honestly, I couldn't even listen to them long enough to even get the gist of their conversation about us.
They're boring.
They're super, well, they're just like, listen, I get that people think I'm a liberal, fine.
Nicholas busted on their sound quality hard.
Say something interesting. Like, if you think you're being bipartisan by one of you reciting what you hear on TV from the liberals and one of you reciting what you hear on TV from the conservatives, you're not doing anything new. Stop. Like, the world doesn't need two more privileged white guys sitting around in their fraternity clothes, chatting about everything, repeating the same stuff that you hear literally everywhere.
No.
And to try to, like, glom on to a year of really hard work that two women have done.
Yes! In the most lazy way possible. Like, it's not like we're opposed to that. We went and talked to the politics guys and us. We did a little sweepy swap. It was great.
And we support each other because generally, I tweeted about this today. It's better for all podcasters when people listen to more podcasts. I never ever see it as a competition.
Except for the bipartisan bros. They can keep walking. Keep walking.
Insult us and try to, like, attach onto our audience in the process.
Also, you don't understand our audience, you jackasses.
They don't understand our show. They literally, like, had a feature about us. Apparently, literally is the word of mine today. They had a show that was about us, and it sounded like they had listened to about 10 minutes of one episode.
That's what he said. The one was like, I listened to half a show. Because then he said, they don't ever talk about anything but politics. I'm like, except for every week, you jackass. I'm over it.
Well, and they also were like, they just hate Donald Trump. That's all they do. Okay.
Yes, you're right. I do hate Donald Trump. That's accurate.
Don't hate him. I think he's hurting our country.
Yes, I hate what he does. I don't know him. I don't know him to hate him. He is terrible, though. So terrible.
This is really good.
This is really good. Oh, I'm so drunk right now. I'm just going to be honest. This was my fear. My fear is this would degrade into giggles. And here's the thing about drunk history. They have editors. They're cutting. They're cutting out all the giggles.
It's very bold to do this live.
We're nothing if not bold. Nothing. Okay. Were there any other questions? I want to do your restorative yoga thing. I want to do that. I haven't done it yet. Is that like yin yoga, yang yoga? What do you call it?
Yin. Yes.
Yin.
Yin.
I'm a big fan of yin yoga. I got dry needled yesterday for the first time in like a month.
That sounds good.
Oh, have you ever done it?
Mm-mm.
It is not a joke. So they take acupuncture needles and they push them right into the trigger point. So you know, like when you're getting a massage and she'll rub down a muscle and it'll go blub blump over a big knot. So the dry needling lady, she does lots of massage and then she gets right in that little knot and she grabs the knot and then she sticks a needle in it. And it feels like a hot poker. And it's terrible.
It's terrible. It sounds terrible.
And I have to your text looks good. Oh, I don't know where his DS is. So, and it hurts. And like literally I pack a lot of stress right here. So I just take all my things, like my being sad about my dog dying, and I put it all in that muscle. And so then she sticks a needle in it. And literally I was like this. Like I was laboring. But then she takes it out and you're like, oh, it feels so good.
Like balloon popping? Is that how it feels?
No, it feels like a hot metal poker in your muscle. Like my arm, the muscle twitches. The muscle like jumps, tries to get away, like it twitches.
Can I tell you about my day today?
Please.
My children, we took to my mom and dad yesterday. So this morning we woke up when we were damn well ready. It was
you know what? I had a slumber party with like 8-year-olds last night.
Well, that was bad planning on your part. I'm sorry. So we took my children to mom and dad's, and then we came home and we went to sleep and we woke up when we were ready. And then I got to clean out my pantry, and it made me so happy. And I just listened.
Okay, now I actually did do like a shit ton of cleaning out today, and it is the best thing.
My refrigerator and freezer are perfectly organized. I'm so happy. And then I got a massage. This is what made me think of this. I got a massage. It was wonderful. And now I'm drinking lots of rum. So I'm really relaxed today. But my husband has this shirt that he wears just to piss me off. And would you like to see it? He bought this when this was all still funny.
This was thanks to Dr. Jeremy Allen.
It's not funny anymore.
My old roommate.
Do you see?
No, that's terrible.
And
No.
listen, here's what he has done. He has worn this to places, like with people, other people.
He has worn this to places with people.
Trump is on a T-Rex.
He thinks it's awesome because Trump,
No, not awesome.
When it used to be, like he bought it when it used to be, like this
Ironic.
is definitely not going to happen.
Right.
He hasn't worn it since he was elected until tonight, which I really appreciate.
So
But
I cleaned out all my
Polish
kids' closets. So like I've switched all the clothes and the first of all, I have an obscene amount. I don't want to know how much of my life I have spent sorting kids' clothing because I think I'd be depressed. it's a lot because I have 3 boys, so I've sorted all that shit 3 times.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And they just like wear it twice, and it's
no. So this time I sorted it, and I've got it now where it's like not. It's just the pants and boxes, and so like I can move it around as each kid outgrows it. But I have a truly obscene amount of 4T clothing that finally I have a friend of mine who's having a baby boy, so I just packed it all up and sent it all to her. All the baby stuff. That's when you know you're like done having kids. You ship out the baby stuff, and you're like, oh, like it just feels so good. I just want to like get it out of here. I don't want to ever see it again, but I do loan it out on the off chance I might need it. I don't consign it because I'm like, well, I know where it is. Should I need the expensive shit like my baby swing?
You think you're gonna go back?
Hell no. But you know, accidents happen. You never know.
Bryn has a question. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to know, for me,
love Bryn.
Frustrating thing about the Republican Party, and for me, the most frustrating thing about the Democratic Party.
Oh, that's a good one.
I will start and answer literally everything.
I'm taking that. What is your answer going to be? All the things.
Everything. Let me try to name a not frustrating thing about the Republican Party right now.
The macho bullshit, like the shoving of the journalist.
Oh my God, and they elected him. How did this happen?
I mean, it's got to be I'm just going to tell myself it was the mail-in ballots. That's okay. It happens.
No. I'm also telling myself that it was that people voted like 2 weeks ago because they did.
Yeah, it happens.
All the Montana newspapers had endorsed this dude.
And I'm not going to bust on that because how much better of a situation would we be if everybody could have voted in advance for Hillary Clinton? Jesus.
Yeah. So there was that. I also hate this. I hate the term rhino, which was used today in Northern Kentucky about a really good legislator.
My dad uses that term.
Trying to eliminate the death penalty in Kentucky. Like she did the charter school thing, and she did the right to work thing. Like she's done all the major pieces of Republican legislation in Kentucky that I support. And then some jackass at some town hall tells her that she's a rhino. And I just want to be like, you do not own this party. Like, I don't know. I hate that. I hate this sense of like, what Republican means is that you have to be pissed off about all things at all times.
And you can't believe anything written in the Washington Post or the New York Times.
No, I like pay for those papers. I mean, I don't understand when we decided to just like embrace the stupidity. Did you see that video from Tucker Carlson today? Can I be real?
His show is such a joke. Everybody's like, major news, and he's like, but those college students walked out. Y'all, let's talk about that. Go fuck yourself, Tucker Carlson.
Well, here's the thing about Tucker Carlson. Like, he looks like he just left lacrosse practice. I do not understand. Let's go to the board meeting at Fox News. Hi, everybody. Like, we have a problem with harassing women. I know,
Tucker Carlson.
Let's do that.
No. Tucker Carlson was on the Crossfire I went to. I went to Crossfire once. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
I went to Crossfire the day Jon Stewart was in DC. No, wait. No, I went before that. But I met Jon Stewart the day he went on Crossfire and killed Crossfire, which was fucking awesome.
That was amazing.
It was Tucker Carlson, Old Guy Who Died, and Bagala, and Carville. And Carville signed this. He wrote this thing about the buck stops here, and he signed it. And after he wrote the buck stops here as like a point, and I was like, can I have that? And he signed it, and I have it framed.
I love him and Mary Matlin. I think they're so cute.
Yeah, they're cute. He is 10 kinds of crazy though. So it was fun. I don't really remember much about except for the autograph. So anyway, I do remember Tucker Carlson sucking because he does generally suck. I don't understand what Fox News is doing. I don't understand what MSNBC is doing, where it's like trying to be more conservative in the face of your, A+ killer ratings. That doesn't make any sense to me. But it's like such a joke right now. I have this like list of journalists I follow, and it's like every night, okay, let's check in with Fox News, and it's like everybody else. Main story, and then it's Fox News. Oh, let's talk about something completely fucking unrelated. Why? Their ratings are suffering. Pay attention to what matters.
And with MSNBC, which is what I watch because I generally think it's like a little bit more even kill. So I appreciate that they have some conservatives, but they're still doing the whole like the other night. So before the secret communication channel thing with Kushner, you remember like 2 nights ago, which feels like 2 months ago, like, oh, Jared Kushner is a person of interest. Okay, one, of course he is. They all are. Everybody, like, Melania is a person of interest at this point.
I'm telling you, though, that guy who was like, listen, this is about, he's going to try to protect somebody. He's going to stay loyal, and this is how this all ends. He's going to protect one person. I think that's totally on point.
Then hours of coverage about how Jared is a person of interest. Stop. There are things happening. There's a big world out there. There are terrorist attacks. There's a war in Syria. Oh, that makes me dizzy when I do it. There's so many things to cover besides this detail that is so painfully obvious. So that annoys me about MSNBC. Anyway, what is annoying about the Democratic Party?
Okay. That they still put white guys in charge, mostly. Number one.
Who's in charge of the Democratic Party now? Is it Bernie?
It's like Perez and Bernie. Stop. No.
Perez bothers me enormously, but it doesn't.
I think that we can't get our shit together. Annoys me a lot of the time. I think
having your shit together is overrated.
Oh, Republicans don't have their shit together. I mean, Mitch McConnell has his shit together generally, but he can't do it by himself. This is what we're learning. And what's most annoying? Yeah, that I feel like we give a lot of voice to diversity, but we don't. And I'm not saying we're not more diverse than Republicans. Clearly we are. But like, I wish there was more. And we just, listen, first black president, first female nominee. Like, that's all true. Well, actually, okay, so I think that's what it is. I think that the most annoying thing about the Democratic Party is it's so fucking top focused. All we care about is the presidency. We don't focus on, down ballot governors. Like, that's what's most frustrating is like, we cannot multitask.
We're really good at that, and it has screwed us 6 ways to Sunday, so I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I think the answer is just to stop with these parties. I think these parties are...
But what are we going to do? Well, here's the other thing, though. When you say that, at first I'm like, well, what are we going to do? But then I'm like, you know what? They're not doing anything anyway. It's not like the party was supposed to protect us from somebody like Donald Trump. The party's supposed to be like, ha, ha, ha. No, you're not qualified.
No,
and the party is... And on the Democratic side, the party's supposed to be like training people and recruiting people. I'm not fucking doing that either. So why do we have parties?
They're doing nothing except bringing out the most. Here's what the parties are doing. The parties are making people say, oh, well, the left created this environment where it's okay to punch people who ask you a question about a CBO score. That's what the party. I mean, that is the most.
Let's just try it. It's just
why are we doing
emotional and tribal at this point. That's it.
And I don't understand it at all, and it makes me insane. And on the other hand, I've tried so hard to think like, okay, I'm Beth Silvers. I'm a conservative Democrat. No, can't do it. Can't.
I was thinking about this when you said that the other day, when you were like, you trust the individual. That I think that might be really where we come down, because I don't. That's where I get into tragedy of the commons.
Yeah, but like, and it's never perfect, right? But I have certainly seen more wisdom, thank you, in individuals than in every time I go to a committee meeting. I'm like, no, people are smart, groups are dumb.
But what about civil rights?
No. This is why we need a balance, right? Because I'm with you on.
Because that was a group going, you know what, guys? This is fucked. We got to do something.
Oh, we have a question that just came in.
Yeah, well, I have one on.
I'm so proud of myself for seeing this notification, by the way. Elizabeth says, this is amazing and hilarious and making my commute home better. Drive safely, Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
But what is each of your favorite thing about having this podcast?
Oh my God. So many favorite things. Do I have to pick one? I'm not picking one. You know that I'm against picking one thing.
What is in your head, by the way? I like it. It looks designer.
I know, it's a pillowcase. I made it like a fascinator. Oh my God. Okay. That's amazing. It's amazing, right? It looks good.
It does look good. Well, totally. Debbie, who is our awesome listener, who I love, wants me to get a fascinator while I'm in London. I'm really excited.
Yes, but are they? How expensive are they over there? What's the euro? Is the euro going to be cheap right now?
I have no idea. Listen, we have booked 0 places to stay.
Oh my God! You don't have any place to stay? Are you kidding?
We're just gonna go. We've been so busy lately. I can barely get my shoes on in the morning because there's just too much. So we're just going to go be spontaneous. We don't have our kids with us, so we're just going to figure it out. But anyway, so I don't know about the euro, but Debbie says I should get a fascinator, and I'm excited about it. And I feel like I need one that looks like your.
I need you to pick some places to stay first few days so I can sleep easier.
I was going to do that tonight, but I'm not feeling good about it right now.
Just fucking make Jessica Lotz do it. She'll do it. She'll make her do it. She's over there right now. Just make her do it.
I have a list of places.
Oh, that didn't look as good. Hold on, I gotta mess with it.
There are things called hotels.
Okay, wait. What was the question? I forgot the question.
What do we like about our podcast?
Oh my God. Okay. First of all, I don't want to cry. My favorite thing about the podcast is Beth.
Oh, stop.
I love you.
I love you too.
I think that like like talking to you and is so fun. That's the best part. It's okay. And so I think that's the first thing is that I love you and I love talking to you twice a week. And I love that you're in my life more regularly now. That's the best part. I like working on something with my husband. I think that's really fun. I fucking love our listeners so much. Do you know what it's like to get an email? Like, I don't know, a couple times a day. It's like, you know what? You're awesome. It's awesome is what it is. It's like a little pillow of love every night that I go to sleep on.
What?
If Sarah cries, does that mean everyone has to finish their drink?
Yes. I already finished my drink. Ha! Joke's on you.
I love Sarah too. It's so weird because I feel like we missed all this time, like when we were together every day, best friends. So it's so good to have that later.
I loved you in college, though. I did. I loved you.
Yeah, we were just busy with things, and college is such a weird time.
Yeah.
Also, I love learning something every day.
Yeah.
I love that people make me more honest.
Yeah. They'll call you bullshit so fast.
And I think it just makes me not so much beige wallpaper, which is really nice.
You're not beige wallpaper.
No, but I am every day, and the podcast makes me be.
No one thinks that.
So it's
none of our listeners would say that about you.
But that's the thing. Our listeners know me better than the people.
People. Also, we should say this in full disclosure. So ever since we've started getting advertising, we get free shit, and it's fucking awesome.
I was so uncomfortable with advertising at first, and I was so uncomfortable with asking listeners for support. And I think this has made me realize that we make something that is valuable.
Right.
It's a crazy thing for me, and I get really emotional when I think about the fact that people value what we do enough to pay for it. So,
so awesome. Although I will say that Harry and David did not give us the free pairs, which is weird.
They didn't give us free pairs, but I love their pairs enough to pay for them. Always.
Yeah. So we did. I'm on my Casper mattress right now. Who's going to be?
You like your Casper mattress?
I do.
But
I really do. I'm like ensconced in memory foam. So I have a memory foam. My pillow and my body pillow is like chunked up squares of memory foam. I sleep on memory foam. I wrap myself around memory foam, and then I'm on top of a memory foam mattress.
I so much love my Third Love bra. That's
that bra. It's and that's memory foam. I think it is. There's like this little bit of foam. I'm telling you guys, right on the strap. And I fell asleep with a nap the other day. I always take my bra for a nap. And I woke up afterwards and I was like, oh my God, I left my bra on. Now look, am I sleeping in my bra 24/7? Third Love, I love you, but I'm not. But I did take a nap, which I never do with a bra. And when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to take my bra off. Now that is a sign.
I know that you don't have the strap slippage problem, but when you do, it's an epidemic.
I'm buying me some more Third Love bras. I'm going above and beyond the free bra. I'm getting some more bras.
I am too. I love it. Okay, Trish has a question from Facebook. I feel like I'm doing really well with watching my things right now.
Yeah, because I'm not watching Facebook.
Trish says, no, this is on Facebook. Trish asks who our girl crushes are.
Oh, I have so many.
That's a fun question. Also, I need to use the bathroom.
Did you bring me more bourbon?
Can you talk to Chad for a second while I do that? Here's Chad.
Is this a party game?
Here. This is hi, Chad. This is a fascinator that I made out of my pillowcase.
You are very drunk.
Everybody say hi to Nick. Chad and Nicholas, you talk. Go.
Hey, what you drinking tonight?
Cheers.
Are you drinking?
How are you?
Doing good.
Not really.
He's not drinking, Chad.
Well, that's weak.
Well,
I've got to facilitate bets, so I'm working.
I can't hear him, so I don't know what he's saying.
He says, I've got to facilitate Beth.
This episode
well.
is brought to you by Basil Hayden.
He said, this episode of Pantsuit Politics brought to you by Basil Hayden.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's a good
I'm
start.
drinking Angel's Envy.
What is that?
Oh, it's good. It's like the guy. Where did he work, Nicholas?
Who's the bottle by? Let's get deep into Kentucky bourbon talk.
It's the guy that was like the person for the people at the big bourbon places for a long time.
That made total sense. All of that together.
Where did Beth go?
She's indisposed at the moment.
Did she have to go to the potty?
Of course she did.
It's funny. Okay, wait. What were we talking about? I forgot it.
You forgot it.
We were talking about what we loved about Pantsuit Politics?
I believe so, yes.
No, she said Trish had a question on Facebook, but what was it? Oh, girl crushes. Oh, wait, but I'm not going to answer that till she gets back.
Yeah.
No offense, Chad. I don't want to have a conversation about girl crushes with a boy. That's lame. Let's see if there are any more questions on our Patreon.
Beth is back.
I wonder if Bryn's still here.
Okay, girl crushes.
I
Yes.
have so many. Oh, we need to hear Beth's really candid thoughts on Laura Ingraham and InfoWars, too. Okay, girl crushes, then Laura Ingraham, because I'm going to assume that Laura Ingraham is not one of your girl crushes.
No.
Okay.
We're totally ordering a shelter pocket.
Okay, here are my girl crushes. Lena Dunham. I love her. And I bought tickets for her to come to Lexington, and she canceled because of her endometriosis. I'm kind of bummed. But let me just tell you something. This is why she's my number one girl crush. She's not perfect. She makes mistakes. When that body walked across my screen and that thong and that bra the very first time, I felt the earth shift. I thought, everything is different now. Everything is different now that that woman with that body put it in a major television show. I mean, I can cry thinking about it because I just thought, oh my God, we're going to move forward now, acknowledging that everybody doesn't look like a fucking mannequin. Like that there's this tiny percent of the population that looks like that, and everybody else looks different, but we don't ever talk about that. We sure as hell don't show it on TV. And when she walked across that, I mean, I literally remember where I was. I remember how I felt. It was fucking revolutionary, and I don't care what she does from here to the end of time. That was so impactful on me, seeing her naked body on TV, that I will love her forever.
I think that's awesome.
I love her. Have you ever watched Girls?
No.
It's also just good. Like, she does it, you know, like, look, I fucking love Sex and the City. I watched Sex and the City. I've watched it all like 3 times. I had kids. I could never watch it anymore. But I loved it. I watched it. Like, I get it. Sex and the City's great. But it is a very idealized version of what girlfriends are like. And this show is like a very real version of what girls are like. And just the sort of insecurity of being a woman and being a woman that's putting yourself out there. Like, there's no more feminist show, except for maybe Handmaid's Tale, I guess, at this point. But, like, oh, fucking, I loved it so much. Okay, that's my first one, but I got a lot. You go next.
I think that my top one would be Katty K, because I think she's so smart and I love her accent.
Who?
Oh, Katty K from the BBC.
Oh, yeah.
I understand this. I'm a nerd. She just is, she knows what she's talking about. She's lovely. We saw her in person, remember, at which one? The RNC, I think. Remember, we were like,
yeah.
I just like the way she handles herself. Like, even when it feels like everything is falling apart, like she says, everything is falling apart, but she's calm about it. And I love that.
Okay, my next one. Well, I mean, I don't really put Oprah in the area of girl crush. Oprah's like borderline idolatry, so I won't count Oprah. Next one, Amy Poehler.
Oh, agree.
Love her. Oh, I fucking love her so much.
I just love them together. I love them both. I love that they're friends.
They're the best.
Hilarious. Yes.
Have you read Amy Poehler's book?
Yes.
Oh my God, that part. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Where she's like, 10 things you listen to, man. And number 10 is, if he doesn't eat pussy, keep walking. Oh God, every time kills me. And I just think, like, her sons are gonna read that book one day. Oh my God, and I love her more for that.
Well, I just like that she's like, listen, it sucks to be a woman in this life, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. I just feel like they're both so realistic. That's what I love.
So my friend Dave, who's beautiful and wonderful, and I love him, and he works for James Corden of The Late Late Show. Okay, so he used to intern at Saturday Night Live. And he says that they are exactly as awesome as you think they are, even in private. But, like, it's what you think it is. Like, Amy, it's like Oprah and Gayle. Amy is Gayle. She's more extroverted and friendly. Tina is Oprah. Tina is more introverted and private. I am clearly Gayle. You are clearly Oprah / Amy. No, / Tina.
I've always wanted to be Oprah / Tina.
So when we saw, wait, did you come with me to that, or was I by myself at the DNC at the Facebook thing?
I was sitting in our seats. Our seats.
Oh my God, you sat there for a million years.
Hours and hours and hours.
For 4 o'clock for her to talk at 10 o'clock.
No, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Oh my God. So I saw Gayle and I couldn't even help myself. I was like, Gayle, I love you. Hi, Gayle. I just couldn't even help myself.
Here's how the DNC went.
I love her.
DNC was like me in the smallest seats that God ever created. And all these seats around us, and people coming in and me being like, no, my friend Sarah is here. And also, if you need to go to the bathroom, I will cover for you. Can you please cover for me? And if you need to eat, like, we're in this together, y'all.
Oh my God.
And then a bunch of union dudes coming in and being like, but we have credentials. And all the women being like, but we've been here since 1 o'clock. sorry, friends. And the Secret Service being like, you can't sit there, dudes. And then all their like confrontation. It was so.
You didn't tell me about this.
No, it was awful. But it's okay because you got to see Hillary Clinton speak, and it's fine.
That was like one of the best moments of my life.
Also, it was so hot in there.
Oh God, I just love her so much. And can we just talk about how different that was? There was like nobody there to see fucking Trump's speech. Oh God, it makes me so mad.
My purse had a chair.
Nobody was there.
No, but it was so comfortable. I was like, let me stretch out here. And
I have to remind myself that I've like been in the same building with him. I'm like, oh right, I saw him speak. I remember now.
Got to go like way up in the rafters and talk to Mark McKinnon, who was super nice and had a headache, and Sarah gave him Tylenol. It was
also, can I just say he's kind of sexy too.
I totally put him on that list.
He's sexy.
Yes.
For sure. Okay, other girl crushes. I am sort of obsessed with Ali Wong.
Who's that?
She's a stand-up comic. You have to watch it. It's called Baby Cobra on Netflix. And it's the fun. Okay, so I have a thing for like raw feminist, and she's like 7-8 months pregnant in the stand-up special, and it is so funny and so good, and she's just like not even fucking around. She does this bit on Lean In. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. You gotta watch it. I have a girl crush on her too.
Oh, you know who my comedian girl crush is? Chad bought ice cream and I didn't know.
I wish I had ice cream. I asked Nicholas for ice cream and he did not get me any.
So smart, and he didn't tell me. My comedian girl crush is Rita Rudner.
Oh.
Yes.
She does the like where she's like, and I love my kids. I think they're really great, but I want to kill them.
Oh, Chad says
like,
that she's gold. I don't care. I love her.
She does that though, like, right? She does the like high pitch and then she mumbles something. That's her thing. That's her shtick, right?
A little bit the first Seinfeld. Like more of my feminist freewheeling. Seinfeld totally should have been Rita Rudner.
Yeah. I wish I'd been a stand-up comic.
I don't. I'm not funny.
I'm funny.
I'm glad that you are. I'm not.
I am funny. I can be very funny. I have some shticks that I've practiced with people. I've got them like I have a shtick about finding out Griffin. Yeah, I've got a shtick about when I found out Griffin was a girl. I have a shtick about so my kids, when you know you have failed totally and completely at parenting, is when your kids go to the house that gives out the full-size candy and they come out with Skittles. Fucking no. Go back.
Yeah.
Turn around.
That's
Go back. Get a
That's
Snickers. Get a peanut M&M. Get anything with chocolates. They're handing out full-size candy. Full size.
Skittles?
If I've not trained you to get chocolate, then what am I doing here?
Oh, I have such good Jane news. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Jane auditioned to be on the announcement team at school.
Ooh.
Youngest, hang on, let me do a drum roll. She is the youngest member of the announcement team and is going to be leading, get this, is so perfect. She's going to be leading the Pledge of Allegiance every single day as a first grade.
Okay, but real talk, should we get her a congratulations letter from Hillary?
Yes, we should.
We should. You know, they called out my friend Rob Russo in that Traster article. Did you see him?
No, I didn't. I didn't know.
Yeah, they talked about like the 4 people that still work for him. They're like, and Robert Russo, who still does her correspondence. That's my friend. He sends me a Christmas card. He is the cutest thing you've ever met in your life.
I'll be honest with you. My attention waned after the It's Tuesday in America line. Because
it's so true, though. It's so true.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Then I spent a lot of time thinking about Tuesdays and like all the experiences that I have to back up Tuesday in America.
Fucking more qualified woman. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Not like I disagree what he's doing like Bush, because he sort of didn't know what he's doing, but he was a governor and he had Cheney and he had lots of smart people around him. I mean, Also, can I get some kind of infographic on how many spaces are unfilled at this point?
That would be it. That's a good idea. So what's our needs list? We need some cards about feminism.
I disagree.
And when people say you're playing the woman card, we can be like, yes, I am.
I have my woman card. Fuck you, I got my actual woman card.
So we need that, and we need, what's the thing we just said?
I think Hillary needs to send Jane a congratulations letter.
I agree. I agree. Jane would love that.
You need to get her to write her something. She'll send it to her. Just tell Jane to write her something. She'll get to her.
Watch every day. How great is that? Every single day, and she's the youngest member of the team.
I love that.
Do we have more questions that we need to answer? I think we do.
I haven't refreshed, and I'm not checking Facebook. I'm just on Patreon. Are you checking Facebook and Twitter?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Oh, wait, you're supposed to give your really candid thoughts on Laura Ingraham and InfoWars.
Oh, it's crazy, you guys. So listen, InfoWars.
He's crazy. This is not performance. I think he has a problem.
I don't think so. I think he thinks.
See, Bryn, I just want to say that Bryn says that Lena Dunham is super sweet that she came to campaign headquarters. I knew it. Okay, Laura Ingraham, go. No, InfoWars.
Okay. InfoWars. So listen, you can buy all the things to be ready for the apocalypse.
Oh, I knew that.
And it's amazing. And so Chad and I have listened and just laughed our asses off listening to.
Do you prep? Do you prep at all?
Do I prep for InfoWars?
Do you prep for the apocalypse?
No.
We prep. We have preps. True.
For the apocalypse? Tell me about that.
Okay, so, I'm married to an Eagle Scout. That's my first prep.
Tell me about this.
When people are like, are you prepared? I'm like, yeah, fucking prepared. I'm married to an Eagle Scout. Done. So we have water and food. And
Yeah, but that's like responsible citizenship. Like you're prepared for a power outage.
Yeah, we're prepared for like a natural disaster.
No, this is like, is your cell phone signal killing you? This is like air. Like this is a tent that keeps out the air that the liberals have poisoned. Like it's crazy town. And Laura Ingraham, I think Laura Ingram's makeup must have some kind of angry like substance in it.
Fuck no, it's not her makeup. It's how she cashes her fucking checks.
That's
nothing more, nothing less.
True. She is so angry about. I don't know how she sleeps, honestly, because if she believes
she sleeps on a bed of money, Beth, on her soft bed of money. That's how she sleeps.
Actually, this mad. I don't know how she gets any rest. And if she's not actually this mad and is just manipulating people, that is a level of amorality that I do not understand.
Bed of money. Sleeps on a bed of money.
Like, I don't think
I really do wonder that. I was wondering that about Kushner. I'm like, how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night?
No, you know who deserves that question right now is Sean Hannity.
Oh, that's
Sean Hannity with that Seth Rich.
It makes me so mad.
Disgusting thing I've ever seen.
No, the Sandy Hook stuff is way worse. InfoWars.
I agree with that.
How dare you have small children and question those parents and say they should dig up the bodies of their dead first graders? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Ugh. Oh no, I'm losing my fascinator. Okay.
I also
Here's
just
the thing.
feel so bad for Seth Rich's family when he's being accused of like communicating with Julian Assange.
Those people need to unplug their internet and walk away. They're just going to have to walk away. They're just going to, you know what? Honestly, I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed of myself because somebody said this. They said something like probably how the family of Vince Foster felt. And I'm like, oh my God, I never thought about his family. Oh my God, I never thought about his family. I never thought about Vince Foster's family and how awful that must be to see his name and be drugged through all that. It was Vince Foster, and who was the other one they accused them of killing?
Oh, I just thought it was the one.
No, there's two. Vince Foster and somebody else. And I thought, Oh my God, I forgot he's a real person with a real family because he's become such a Clinton urban legend-esque thing. And I just thought, oh my God, I forgot about his family. That's so terrible.
The thing I want to ask sincerely. Should we just have our internet privileges revoked? Like,
Yes.
because I think we have created a place for crazy people to plug in and get more crazy. That's what I think is happening with the internet.
Yes.
And I'm sad to feel that way because, like, I totally believe in free speech, totally believe in the First Amendment, but I do not think that anyone...
Unless it's college students, then that's a negative.
What about college students? I thought we weren't talking about college students.
No, I said we believe in free speech unless it's college students. Oh, that shit, I can't.
Do we have more questions? I think we do, don't we?
Laura Ingram, InfoWars. Is there any on Twitter, on Facebook? I'm just on Patreon.
No, nothing on Twitter, Facebook that I see right now. But I thought we had more on Patreon from the post.
No, I don't see any. We handled a lot of them. Just your super honest take on that. And Brent saying that I'm hilarious drunk, which I agree with.
You are.
I'm hilarious all the time, bitches.
Not, and I'm totally comfortable with that.
You are funny. That's not true. That's not true. You're very funny. What were we watching the other day when Nicholas was laughing so hard at you about, I don't know if it was your text messages or what, but he was laughing very hard. And Nicholas doesn't laugh. You got to be really funny for Nicholas to laugh.
Oh, here's one from Karen. Ever kind of sort of wonder if Obama is on...
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. We'll finish reading it for the people.
Is on a personal, quiet mission within the bounds of all laws, of course, to protect our reputation alive overseas. Like, just quietly explaining that this is a blip.
God, I hope so.
Hang in there.
Surely he has Angela Merkel's cell phone, right?
I mean,
surely he's like, hey, girl. Just ignore him.
Can you imagine right now? Can you, like, when she said the climate talks were unsatisfactory, I'm like, that is Angela for...
No, my favorite was when Macron was like, walking towards you. Oh, I'm going to go over here to Merkel. Oh, it was so cold, and I loved it. You know what I want to know? I want to know, well, first of all, we have not talked about Macron's wife.
I don't know anything about her.
She's fucking like 20 years older than him, and she was his teacher.
Oh, good for her.
I mean, I guess I think it's sketchy. Well, here's the thing. Look, I'm just going to put it out there for the internet. I think that it's not that I think. There are statistical differences between male teachers who are engaged sexually with students and female teachers who are engaged sexually with students. Male teachers do much younger students and they do multiple students. Female teachers do one, usually towards graduation, older students, and there's one, which is what happened here. Now, I don't think she didn't have sex with him when he was a student.
Okay, that's an important fact.
It's an important fact, but it's still sketchy. He was in love with her, and he was like, I'll just wait. And she left her husband of like 25 years. It's still sketchy. Let's not make any bones about it. It's real sketchy. But here's what I want to know. What do you think Donald Trump thinks about this dude marrying some girl who's like 25 years older than him? I would love to hear it.
Ask that question again.
I want to know what Donald Trump thinks about Macron being married to some woman who's like 25 years older than him.
I don't want to know that. It would depress me.
It would depress me. So I have a very easy rule here. This is easy. It's objective. We can make it a law. I call it the Rod Stewart law. You may not marry anyone younger than your oldest child.
Oh, that's a good rule.
It's so easy to enforce.
Okay, let's do our list. So we're going to have cards about feminism.
Cards.
What's the second thing we're going to do?
Hillary's going to send a letter to Jane.
Yes. And then the third thing is the Rod Stewart rule, which
It's easy. It's objective. No, because Rod Stewart did, in fact, marry someone younger than his oldest child, which is gross. It's gross.
I agree with you.
That's not, we don't need to debate this. It's gross.
Sarah, I want you to know that Katie has put us on her television screen. Makes me a little bit self-conscious.
No,
Katie,
I'm looking good because I have my fascinator. It's a little Lady Gaga bowish right now, which I'm kind of liking.
I think it's nice.
And I have my favorite earrings in, and my lipstick is still fine.
Your lipstick is on point tonight, I have to say.
I've been wearing my red lipstick. The first time I put it on, I felt like a clown. I remember in the Walmart parking lot. Oh, I want to talk about something. So there was this really good article in the New York Times today about how you should invite your neighbor to your Memorial Day picnic and how social media makes it easier to be closer to the people like super close to us and to people we don't really know. But like we're missing this interaction with our neighbors. And I just want to say that I think this article is proof that everyone should move to Paducah because Paducah is beautiful and wonderful. And I am totally, always, constantly in interaction with people who make me think differently and who like aren't my closest friends, but who aren't like strangers, and we're like interacting and we're loving each other. Beth, you should move to Paducah. Chad, really think you should move. Chad, I think you should move to Paducah. No, don't show me your dog. I'll start crying.
There is a question from Aaron that we've not talked about, and we have to talk about Aaron's question because Aaron has been with us from day one. Aaron wants to know if we have seriously talked about a moderate party.
I don't know.
The answer is no, because I think, one, that a true, like, viable party would have to come from people with way more money than we have.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate truth.
Because I don't feel like Evan McMullen has had any legs since the election, do you?
It sucks, but no. I mean, he's had, like, look, he's done more than anybody could have asked for, right? This is what I do when we podcast, by the way. Like, my arms are, like, all over the place because...
Really?
Yes. But, two, the other thing is, for me, I just don't feel politically viable. Like, Sarah, I think, is the one of us who's more likely to actually, like, go run and be things. I think for me, it's more...
That's not true. No one thinks that but you.
Listen, no, I think for me, like, I'm more interested in, like, the media side. Like, how can I tell the story? How can I maybe convince people to think differently than they did before? Like, here I am, the one person who's conservative who's not angry. So I can make people think about something differently. But I don't see myself as, like, a candidate or the genesis.
No, I think you people need to put me in charge of all the things.
What is it?
I think you people need to put me in charge of all the things. Because I'm currently a little tipsy and I have a pillowcase on my head.
Well, you can be in charge of all the things, and then I could be like your something.
Yeah.
I think I'd be good at a lot of different things.
Hey, let's talk about when I'm governor and you can be in charge, which leads me to think, what do you think about Matt Bevin in his fucking house?
I don't care about Matt Bevin in his house.
You don't care? It's so sketchy.
Of the things that I care about today about our government and ethics, Matt Bevin, his house is at the bottom of my list. I just want Matt Bevin to govern our state. Like, stop with this stupid shit. I feel like Matt Bevin gets so hung up on these petty controversies.
That thing where he went to Facebook and was like, I'm not going to talk to the press anymore.
I hate that. Listen, the press.
But you know what he did? They're mad because he's reporting on their house. That's why he said that. He's mad about the house shit. You know that's what it is.
I am tired of everybody pretending to care about the Constitution when they shit all over journalism all the time. If you do not believe in journalism, then you do not believe in the Constitution, and shh, you're done. You have no credibility. Stop. I hate that.
No, I still like the Alabama governor.
Here's the other thing.
I forbid any local governments from removing Confederate statues.
What is that shit? That is not
What?
No. If you're
So stupid.
conservative, you let the community decide what the community's going to do. You don't go, oh, the governor, everything I don't like gets off the radar. I hate that. I hate it.
Okay, so in Paducah, I haven't talked about this on the podcast yet. So in Paducah, I'm struggling with my fascinator. Okay, we just made the Veterans Day parade. The Veterans Day Committee passed a resolution from the Veterans Day Committee that we will no longer allow any flags but the United States flags. Because those bitches roll through the Veterans Day parade with giant Confederate flags.
Why?
I'm sorry. Are we more concerned with Confederate veterans who be dead for a long time than black veterans who are made uncomfortable by the flag? Really? Really? They're mad. They wrote this ridiculous thing in the newspaper today that was like, oh, well, once World War I veterans are dead, are we going to forbid them from marching? What? And they trot out that stupid law that says Confederate veterans are veterans. Okay. First of all, y'all overplay that card. It's not true. Second of all, not the United States flag. This is not complicated. You fought again. I love that line. That the New Orleans mayor where he was like, they might have been warriors, but they were not patriots. Mwah! Who wrote that? Give them a raise. So good. So stupid. It's so stupid. Here's what they don't like. They're not worried about the history being erased. You're mad because the history is being rewritten more accurately. Because guess what it was about? Slavery. That's what it was about. So stupid.
1,000 times a day, I change my behavior because I think, oh, this could hurt someone's feelings. I do not understand thinking, hey, our main street in town should be called the Robert E. Lee Street. It should not. You should not do that. This is not hard. It's not hard at all.
People are all hung up on Robert E. Lee. Look.
You can have grits and fried chicken and bourbon and magnolias and all the things. Sweet.
You can also acknowledge that Robert E. Lee was a decent man who was probably very good at his job as my friend is here. She's going to come be on our podcast because she's a big fan. Come in. So you can acknowledge all that. But the thing about it is, with Robert E. Lee, it's and. Not or, and. It's, Nicholas, let the car fields in.
I don't know what that was about, but it sounded really important.
I just think it's dumb. Okay, can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the Civil War documentary with Ken Burns?
No.
Okay. It's amazing. And there's a very old, very important Civil War historian. His name is Shelby Foote. He is no longer with us. He has gray hair. He has a full gray beard. He has a very thick North Carolina accent. Virginia. Fuck, I don't know where he's from. And so he's in this documentary, right? And he's like, and Robert E. Lee, he sat down with Jefferson Davis. They talked through it. And then Robert E. Lee was this way. And he's saying it. And I'm watching it, I know I'm watching it several years after this documentary came back. I watched it on Netflix. I know in my head, this is way past when it came out. And he's talking. He has this accent and the beard is so convincing. I'm like, I look at Nicholas and I go, hold on a minute. Was he there? And Nicholas is like, No, what are you talking about? Is he there? They filmed this in the 90s. He's in his 60s. He wasn't even born yet. I'm like, but he's so convincing. I mean, you got to watch it because you're like, the way he talks about it and the way he talks about it, you're like, wait, did he know them? I think he knew them. I did say that. I said, was he there? So good. It's so good.
So Chad just sent me a text message and said that we are at 90 minutes and we're getting boring. Do you feel boring right now?
I don't feel boring, but my friend Reagan wants to be on and they just got here. Reagan! Reagan is a big fan of our show.
Oh,
And her
that's
sister
nice.
Jessica. I've known them for a very... Here they are! Come here! Yay! They're going to be on the show. Come here.
It smells like
Jessica's not gonna-
booze in this house.
It smells like booze, Reagan says. This... Jessica, get in here! Okay. This is beautiful Reagan. And this is beautiful Jessica.
Hello.
They are sisters.
Okay.
We have been friends forever.
Forever.
Forever. Reagan listens to her. Do you listen to our show?
Yes.
You must be, because she was like, she's like, let's go out for Reagan's birthday. I was like, I got to take my podcast. And she goes, is it the drunk one? And I said, yeah.
We ready to get loaded. I said, Are you drunk? Are y'all drunk? Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
Beth.
Look
is
at her
looking-
head.
Oh, yeah.
She has some headphones. I can't hear you.
Hey, we just-
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry.
I
Are you
don't
drunk?
think the room is stationary anymore, so it's probably about time to wrap up. Does anybody
My
have one
husband
question?
said that we've been here for 90 minutes and we're getting boring.
Have we
Hey, I think you need to drink more. You're looking kind of.
breakfast were not boring.
What's your favorite part of Pantsuit Politics?
Well,
Oh, that's a good question.
obviously, it's when you all compliment the other side. I love that. I'm all about unity. You know, let's
That's
let's unify.
Let's unify.
I love unity
That's right.
in the community.
Reagan does not like conflict.
No, I'm a pacifist. I do like bourbon. And Sarah has yet to offer me a single drink.
I got Angel's Envy in there. Did you see that shit? It's real.
Is it
for
really?
real. Yeah, it's live right there. See live.
Oh dear.
Okay, so should we wrap it up,
I'm a
Sarah?
Baptist minister, so I should probably keep the cursing to a minimum.
Please. Please do. She just sit on national.
It's not national.
International.
No, it's unlisted. So the only people that see this are our Patreons. See, it's only
Okay.
13 people.
Hey, Patreons. Are they living this?
Reagan, tell them what I was like in high school.
Okay, she was awesome. Sarah was awesome. Sarah has not changed.
She hasn't changed.
She is.
That's
her
not true.
she's
politics have
matured.
changed.
My
She's
politics have
matured,
changed.
but she's as feisty and go get them as ever.
Reagan's known me even longer than you, Beth.
Well, do we
She's never not spoken her mind, and that's what we love about her.
I guess
believe that?
my first memory of you was when I was in 7th grade, which means you would have been in
This.
Fifth?
5th grade. And a bunch of 7th graders spent the weekend at her parents' house. Like her parents had us all over, and Sarah was like the annoying little
Oh, yeah.
sibling-ish
Did my
Person that-
parents do
journey weekend.
Journey Weekend? Oh my God, I have zero memory of that.
Yep.
Zero. So Journey Weekend, that Reagan, were you in the one when they made us drink out of the?
Yes. Baby
Oh my
bottle.
God. Okay, so we did this thing in church, Southern Baptist Church, called
Southern Baptist Church. I love it. She qualified it.
Journey Weekend, where we would spend a whole week. Was it just a weekend? Got
Yeah,
cut longer.
It was like one night.
So, and they would do the stuff where they would like break us down. So we had to drink out of baby bottles. We walked through a drive-through.
Yeah,
there
that was like
anything
a scavenger hunt.
Was there anything else? What's the matter with that baby?
He wants milk, not water.
Give him a milk. He's fine. So we did all that stuff. We were in First Baptist, and we walked through the drive-through. We did the baby bottle. Was there anything
I
else?
think now they'd like arrest you if you try to walk through a drive-through.
Probably.
It's like strictly prohibited.
So they remember we went to First Baptist Church together. They are still Baptist. I am now Episcopal.
Baptist. Who?
Actually, I'm not a
Still
denominational.
deaf.
Are you non-denominational? Oh, that's good.
Jessica's not numb.
But she's married to a Baptist minister, so she's sort of obligated.
Married to the faith, baby. Married to the faith.
Fun. So we should say bye to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
let's wrap it up. We're gonna go.
She's over it.
We're going. Beth is like, your head is having trouble
Like
holding.
heavy. It's so heavy.
It's hysterical.
This is amazing.
Okay. Keep it nuanced, y'all.
Keep it nuanced, y'all. This was awesome. Depending on how hungover I am, is depending on how soon we will do this again.
So this is Jessica from the right.
This is Jessica from the right.
And Reagan from
Hey,
the right.
this is Reagan from the middle.
Yeah! Mwah, mwah,
Bye,
mwah.
everybody.
Bye, y'all.